On the news, security operative recaptured 2 Kuje prison escapees. "22 All Progressives Congress governors will deliver 22 states," Imo State Governor Uzodinma boasts. And mixed reactions trail Kashim Shettima's emergence as APC vice presidential candidate. Well, glad to have you join us on News Now. I am Mary Kanu. 2 of the fleeing inmates of the Kuje Correctional Facilities have been recaptured in separate stings by men of the Nigeria Police Force and the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency in Niger and Abuja states respectively. According to the NDLEA, the escapee identified as Suleiman Sidi was arrested while trying to board a vehicle heading for Borno from a park located in Area 1 Abuja. Another escapee whom the police have identified as Kazim Murtala was also rearrested by a patrol team on surveillance between the General Hospital Suleja and Bakassi on July 9th at 8:30 p.m. Last Tuesday, insurgents attacked the Correctional Service facility in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. Over 900 inmates, including Boko Haram suspects, escaped during the attack. And ahead of the 2023 presidential election, Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has assured that each governor of the All Progressives Congress will deliver victory for the party in their respective states. Uzodinma, who made the statement in Daura, Katsina State during a Salah homage to President Muhammadu Buhari, also said that the decision of Kashim Shettima as Bola Ahmed Tinubu's running mate in the presidential election was a collective decision. Uzodinma was in Daura alongside 8 other APC governors, including Aminu Masari of Katsina, Abdullahi Ganduje of Kano, Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna, Atiku Bagudu of Kebbi, among others. And the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has announced Senator Kashim Shettima as his running mate in the 2023 general elections. He made the announcement on Sunday in Daura, the hometown of President Muhammadu Buhari in Katsina State. Tinubu, a former governor of Lagos State, briefed reporters about the choice at the end of a closed-door meeting that lasted about an hour with Buhari at the president's residence. According to the APC presidential candidate, Shettima was selected because the former Borno State governor is competent, capable and reliable.
There will be already an announcement to replace him fully with a substantive, Kashim Shettima. I have not discussed with him. I've disclosed it to you. Since I've disclosed it to the president, we have the focus on Nigerian problems. We face the challenge squarely. We are not running away from it. We have a better program for the people and about the people and ready to serve. Within a short period of time, there will be a good foundation on infrastructure. We face challenges of terrorism, we know that. It's only, a poor thinker and observer will not recognize the challenge. But once you recognize a challenge, you can prepare yourself very well to tackle it and defeat it.
We have been taught religiously that in this period, we have to visit our loved ones, starting with our parents, our leaders, coming to our friends and associates. And secondly, it's a time for showing happiness. And we have to come show our happiness to him and pray for him as well. And it is the time for exchanging gifts and many more.
And this is a moment where I want all Nigerians across the divide and across ethnic and religious persuasions to imbibe those tenets, because we are one people, and the only way we can have our country move towards the trajectory of development and growth is when we have peace in the land. And I want to see Nigeria return to that, when you are not judged, you are not tested, you are not tried, you are not dealt with on the basis of what faith you belong to and what tribe you come from. But you are treated as a Nigerian with all the honor and dignity that you are deserving of.
Well, still in political matters, the announcement of former Borno State Governor Kashim Shettima as a running mate of the APC presidential ticket holder Bola Ahmed Tinubu has continued to elicit mixed reactions from Nigerians. While some believe he is a perfect candidate to help retain power for the ruling All Progressives Congress in 2023, others say a Muslim ticket reduces the chances of the ruling party retaining power in the next election. Our correspondent in this next report takes a look at the man Shettima and his political profile in the past years.
Kashim Ibrahim Shettima was born 56 years ago in Maiduguri, Borno State, Nigeria, to the family of Sir Kashim Ibrahim on September 2, 1966. He had his primary and secondary school education in Maiduguri from 1972 to 1983 before proceeding to the University of Maiduguri, where he earned a bachelor's degree in agricultural economics in 1989. Shettima began his career in the banking sector from 1993, where he worked in different capacities before reaching the height of general manager in 2007 in one of Nigeria's leading banks. In mid-2007, Shettima was appointed Commissioner of the Borno State Ministry of Finance and Economic Development. Later, he became Commissioner in the Ministries of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Education, Agriculture, and later Health, under his predecessor as Borno Governor, Ali Modi Sharif. He contested the governorship seat in 2011, which he won under the platform of the now-defunct All Nigeria People's Party, ANPP, and was inaugurated on May 29, 2011. He won re-election in 2015 under the All Progressives Congress, APC, and was chosen as chairman of the Northern States Governors Forum, an umbrella body of governors in the 19 states located in northern Nigeria. As governor of Borno State, he has managed challenges arising from the Boko Haram insurgency, which he inherited in 2011, with the approval of the National Security Advisor and the Nigerian Army in 2013. His government formalized the establishment of youth volunteers called the civilian JTF. The volunteers have played a very significant role in supporting the military in the ongoing fight against Boko Haram insurgency. He currently serves as a senator in Nigeria's upper chamber after winning the senatorial seat of Borno Central Senatorial District election in 2019. Folashade Ogurinde, TV360 News.
Well, the argument for or against a Muslim ticket is perhaps one of the most debated political issues as of today in Nigeria. This comes as the former governor of Lagos State and presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, opted for former Borno State Governor Kashim Shettima as his running mate. His decision goes contrary to the unspoken rule in Nigeria, where political parties present both a Christian and Muslim candidate in order to appeal to voters in the country's major religious blocs. In his defense, Bola Tinubu said the party's decision reflects the spirit of a 1993 election where the late Moshood Abiola, the presumed winner of the election, chose another Muslim as his running mate. Now the APC has made its move in the dicey game of politics, but the question is, will this play guarantee the ruling party a win in the upcoming election? Well, Charles Idaho, political affairs analyst, joins me now to make sense of this. Well, thank you very much for joining me on the news. Now, with everything that has happened so far, Bola Tinubu has said religion should not be a determinant in choosing a running mate. Now, do you agree with his statement?
To an extent, I agree with him. I think we played the religious card for too long and so long in this country that we ought to begin to move away from this ethno-religious card and begin to look for how we can indeed move forward, thinking about policies, thinking about real issues, and depart from these two issues that have held us down for over, how many decades now? Talk about if it's not religion, it's ethnic issues. So on that hand, I think I do agree with him. That's why I said partially. But on the other hand, we have to look at another situation where you know that when you look at religion in this country is a very, very sensitive issue that anybody who is going to be looking at making a choice and has to look at how to be able to succeed in doing what I personally call a delicate balancing of the two poles, the Muslim poles and the Christian poles. Because a number of times people have looked at even the way that the current president, the leader of the country, Buhari, has run this country in his 7 years in government. And when you look at the appointment in very key positions, you do know that most of them are occupied by Muslims in this country, mostly Northern Muslims. So people are beginning to look at it that how you're having, you are in government and you are using your position to enrich people of your faith, which of course people are thinking that there has to be a departure from that regime of nepotism in terms of religion.
Well, now looking at the ruling All Progressives Congress and their bid to secure or to win the top place, that's the presidency, Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kashim Shettima, would you say this Muslim ticket will guarantee their bid to win the top place in the country?
The whole 1 month after Tinubu emerged as the flag bearer of that party. So, and if you look at them in a way, they must have looked at all the indices of how they can indeed win how they can sway victory to their side. So and they are politicians. Tinubu, of course, don't forget, has been in government have been in politics for so many years. They must have looked at it and then in their own wisdom, thinking that having a Muslim northerner would sway the base to them. Don't also forget that as we speak today, that society, the northern society, is very, very how do I say it now? When you talk about Libra coexistence, it's very difficult over there because everything in Islam is in their blood. So once you have one of them chosen, then by default, we raise up support for whoever you have picked. So I think maybe based on that APC is thinking that having chosen a Muslim, that will indeed sway the votes of the majority of the Muslim in the north over there. And then, of course, down south here, we may not say the same. But, even though we do not have a credible head count, to know whether they actually have more than population. In population, they have more people in the north than us here. But over time, that has always been a tool that they have used to win election. If you recall that Buhari, who is there today now, he serially ran for election and failed because even though he had about 12 million to 14 million votes in his kitty, for about 3 years that he ran, he couldn't become the president until he had this proverbial handshake across the Niger and the Benue, and then he joined his forces with APC, down south, and he won. So APC may be relying on the fact that because of that, they may win the election.
All right. Charles Sidaho, political affairs analyst, thank you very much for joining us on the news and for your contribution. Well, moving on now, Muslims in Nigeria on Saturday braved the rains, traffic congestion and even high cost of celebratory cows to mark this year's Eid al-Kabir celebration. In a market survey by TV360 Nigeria correspondent Emeka Amako, traders and buyers alike decried the rising cost of livestock, which is central to the Eid al-Kabir celebrations. While expressing gratitude for the gift of life, the residents urged the government to intervene as the skyrocketing price of food items is creating more hardship for the people.
This is Mararaba Market, one of the foremost markets in Nasarawa State. The surge in the market is testament to trading activities as residents of the Federal Capital Territory FCT and other satellite towns visit the market to shop for the Salah celebration. These traders lament the hike in prices of commodities with its impact on relatively low patronage.
Business is very bad these days. Things are too expensive, so customers are not turning up at all. So as you can even see, I'm feeling sleepy because nobody is coming around to buy anything. So they should just work on reducing the price of things so that customer will be able to come and buy. When they price, then we'll be able to get our own little gain and then sell to them.
People are managing the money to eat food now. Talk more of buying something where. So now there is no money for Nigeria. Customers are complaining. You see here, since morning, we have been like this since morning. There is nothing like any market again now.
For Khalid Bashir, a livestock dealer, the price of a cow has hit the rooftop, while Jennifer Michael says the prices of rice and beans have also increased.
Cow before highest, let's say even last year on highest cost of cow 300, 250, 280, but now it's about 600,000 plus, 700,000 plus. So our things are more increasing.
The country is not balanced. It's not balanced at all because things is very expensive. People find it difficult to buy things now from the market. You will go today, the way you buy today, tomorrow when you go, things will change, which we are not happy. Because we, the marketers, there is no money for them to buy. It's too expensive. Imagine before we sell mudu, 600 naira, 550. But now, mudu of rice is 800 naira. Mudu of beans, 750. You can see this one now, honey beans is 900. People are not happy. So because of that, there is no money, market is not flowing.
To salvage the situation and bolster the purchasing power of buyers in the market, residents urge the government to increase the national minimum wage and to upscale the salary structure for workers.
I don't know how we do it, but I feel like the money we are earning does not equate to what we spend on a daily basis. There should be increase in salaries. There should be more job opportunities for people. So when there is increase, at least we can live very well and we can actually purchase goods like at a very good rate.
As I'm talking to you, I just coming out from a bank, I just withdraw 4,000. I can see this is the only thing I could buy with 4,000. Unlike as of 2015, please, if you enter market with 2,000 naira, you know the kind of things you are going to get in the market. These things are very expensive now. Even the 4,000 naira, just try your best to see how you will manage it to get some things at home. So honestly, the government is not favorable at all to the citizens.
Despite the harsh economic realities, Muslim faithful are grateful for the privilege to witness yet another Salah celebration.
Well, we'll take a break here, but still to come, Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah on the short list for Player of the Year. We'll bring you details of the story and more right after this break.
Opinions are free, facts are sacred, but truth is universal.
How, in practical terms, can we, for instance, de-escalate the tension?
President must see himself as the President of the Federal Republic.
We know where the enemy is. 3 places. The Lake Chad Basin, the border area between Nigeria and Cameroon, and then the Sambisa Forest.
On TV360, we give you a complete dose of everything. Opinion, facts, and undiluted truth.
I hardly believe what politicians say in this part of the world.
A new Nigeria is possible, a future is possible.
We delve into the issues, dissect it so that you can understand it, use it to take action.
I don't think there's any need for any governor to look for grant for ranching.
TV360, dissecting the issues.
Welcome back. Now, a recap of some of our top stories tonight. 2 of the fleeing inmates of the Kuje Correctional Facility have been recaptured in separate stings by men of the Nigeria Police Force and the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency in Niger and Abuja states, respectively. According to the NDLEA, the escapee, identified as Suleiman CD, was arrested while trying to board a vehicle heading for Borno from a park located in Area 1, Abuja. Another escapee, whom the police have identified as Kazim Murtala, was also rearrested by a patrol team on surveillance between the General Hospital Suleja and Bakassi on July 9th at 8:30 p.m. We also told you that ahead of the 2023 presidential election, Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has assured that each governor of the APC will deliver victory for the party in their respective states. Uzodinma also added that the decision of Kashim Shettima as Bola Ahmed Tinubu's running mate in the presidential election was a collective decision. Well, in case you missed any of our news bulletin or for more updates, do log on to our website on www.tv360nigeria.com. You can also follow us on our social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Google Plus at TV360 Nigeria. On Facebook, we're at TV360 Online. And now to COVID-19 stories and updates. European Union health agencies on Monday recommended a second COVID-19 booster for everyone over 60, as well as medically vulnerable people, amid a new rise in infections and hospitalizations across Europe. While existing coronavirus vaccines continue to provide good protection against hospitalization and death, vaccine effectiveness has taken a hit as the virus has evolved. EU health agencies had since April recommended a second booster only for those older than 80 and the most vulnerable. The new recommendation is expected to facilitate national decisions to speed up vaccination campaigns, which have been slowing to nearly a halt in recent months. And the U.S. government will get 3.2 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine developed by Novavax once the shot has been authorized by the regulators. The Department of Health and Human Services said on Monday that the shot will be made available for free in the country after it gets authorization by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for emergency use and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's recommendation. Maryland-based Novavax is expected to complete all necessary quality testing in the next few weeks, which would support final release of the shot, and is hoping to gain a foothold within the roughly 27 million U.S. adults who are yet to be vaccinated. We'll go on a break now and return with business, international and sport updates. Do stay with us. Well, welcome back. Folashade Ogurinde standing by with business updates. Folashade, over to you.
Well, many thanks, Mary. And in business, 5 international oil companies operating in Nigeria's oil and gas sector are to remit an outstanding balance of about 400 billion naira to the Federation government through the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited this July. Figures on April 2022 domestic crude oil payable in July 2022 obtained from NNPC on Sunday show that the companies would pay 399.91 billion naira this month for domestic crude oil sold by the firms in April 2022. The 5 oil firms include Chevron Nigeria Limited, Mobil Producing Nigeria, Shell Petroleum Development Company, Total Exploration and Production Nigeria, as well as First Exploration and Production. In a bid to sanitize Nigeria's insurance industry, the National Insurance Commission has threatened to withdraw the licenses of more airing companies. Speaking in an interview in Abuja, Chairman Governing Board of NICOM, Abubakar Sani, said the agency was desirous of protecting policyholders and instilling discipline in the industry. On the allegation that the revocations of Niger Insurance and Standard Alliance were selective, Sani explained that NICOM followed the due process before withdrawing their licenses. And that's it on Business Updates. Over to you, Mary, for the rest of the news. The Russian President Vladimir Putin has signed a decree expanding a fast track to Russian citizenship to all citizens of Ukraine. A document published on the government's website showed until recently only residents of the self-proclaimed breakaway territories of the Donetsk People's Republic and Luhansk People's Republic in eastern Ukraine, which Russia seeks to liberate from Kyiv's control, as well as the Russian-occupied regions of Kherson and Zaporizhia, were eligible for the simplified procedure. The decree on Monday ordered that all citizens of Ukraine be given the right to apply for admission to the citizenship of the Russian Federation in a simplified manner. Well, up next is Entertainment Report.
It's 1 year since the demise of Nigerian singer, late Olarewaju Fasasi's son Sultan, who died on July 11, 2021 in the United States. To mark the 1-year remembrance, Sultan's family is set to release the last album the singer was working on before his death. Listening parties were organized in 3 different cities for the album, Reality CHQ. The occasion took place in New York, London, and Victoria Island, Lagos. In a video on Sultan's page, his brother, Baba D, who spoke from the listening party in New York, described the posthumous album as a special project. The entertainer, who was regarded as one of the pace setters of modern hip-hop music in Nigeria, passed on at the age of 44 after a battle with throat cancer. Following the backlash that trailed his lateness to his show in the United States, Nigerian singer Kiss Daniel has apologized to his fans and given reasons for his late arrival. Taking to his Instagram page, Kiss Daniel explained that his passport was seized at the U.S. consulate in Nigeria till the day of the show for some reason. The Buga crooner thereafter assured his fans that a new date will be announced for another show with the tickets still valid. The singer has been called out for unprofessionalism after keeping U.S. fans waiting for 4 hours and performing for only 30 minutes after his arrival. And that's all we have on the entertainment segment of News Now.
And now to sports updates. Liverpool's forward Mohamed Salah will compete with former teammate Sadio Mane as they go head-to-head again for the 2022 CAF Player of the Year award. At club level, forwards Mane and Salah won the FA Cup and League Cup in England last season, but narrowly missed out on the Premier League title when the Reds lost 1-0 to Real Madrid in the European Champions League final. Mane is the last man to have been crowned Africa's best back in 2019, after which the awards were cancelled due to the outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic. According to a press statement released on CAF's official website on Monday, the 10-man list is the final one before the awards are handed out on Thursday, July 21st. And that's the size of a news bulletin this evening. Many thanks for watching. I am Mary Kanu. you.